Hey guys, how's it going? So, with the new Godzilla King of the Monsters movie coming out this Friday, I thought it would be a great opportunity to show you guys how to draw the King of the Monsters himself, Godzilla. So, we're going to draw Godzilla, and he's going to take up pretty much our entire paper because he's got a lot of detail in him and he's pretty big. So, some of the details I'm going to draw are going to be kind of small, so you might have to zoom in a little bit, especially when I'm drawing the details on his face. So let's start with his face. So we're going to start towards the top of the paper, and I'm actually going to start up here in the left corner. So to start off, I'm going to draw his eyebrow shape. So starting right up here towards the top, I'm just going to draw a small kind of check mark shape like this. Then underneath that check mark, I'm just going to make kind of like a curved line just like that. Very small curved line. Then on the inside, I'm just going to put a very small little circle. Try to leave a little bit of white in there. Now, for the top of the eyebrow, I'm just going to make a small curved line that's going to kind of come right across the top like that. Now for his nose. So to draw the nose, I'm going to start right here, and I'm just going to make a small line that just kind of goes straight out to right about there. Then I'm going to draw a little line that just goes down like this. Now, for his nose is actually going to start right here where this line was. So I'm just going to draw a line and just draw the front of his mouth like this. Now, to draw his mouth, we're going to make it open. And I'm just going to draw a line that just kind of comes down here like this and drops down like that. Then, starting right here, I'm going to draw a line that just kind of curves down and goes right about to here. Then, starting right here, I'm just going to make a small line that goes down and kind of curves around for a chin and then kind of curves all the way back up right up here. Then, right here on the mouth, I'm going to draw a small curved line just to show where his mouth is opening at. And then I want to give him some teeth. So I'm just going to make a few V shapes of different sizes on the top. And then I'm just going to make a few triangle shapes down here at the bottom. Now, let's start off with the back of the head. So starting right here where we drew that eyebrow, I'm just going to continue that line, and I'm just going to actually kind of draw it down at an angle like this. Now, I'm actually going to use this line, and I'm actually going to draw the rest of his body, including his tail, just so we can get kind of like a shape of the body on here. So starting right here, I'm going to take this line and I'm going to curve it all the way around here, and then we're going to go up all the way back to here for his tail. So I'm just going to curve this line out and then curve it down towards the bottom of my paper, and then I'm going to come back up like this. Then let's kind of finish off that tail right now so we can get kind of a spot where we want to be. So starting right here, I'm going to put a small bump at the end of that tail, or a little hook shape. And then I'm going to keep this kind of small, and then as I get closer to the body, I'm going to slowly get wider and wider. So I'm going to start out pretty small, and then slowly as I get closer and closer, I'm going to get bigger and bigger and make this wider and wider until I get to about there. That's a good stopping point. Now, for the neck of Godzilla. So, to draw the neck, what I'm going to do is we're just going to start a little line that kind of curves down here. And then I'm just going to make this little hook shape right there. Then I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to make another one of those hook shapes right there. Then I'm just going to put a few more of those down here like that. Now, starting right here, I'm going to draw a line that comes out and then goes down right about to here. Now, let's draw the arm of Godzilla. So, starting up here, I'm going to draw a line that goes down at an angle, and then it's going to kind of curve around like this. Then, starting right here, I'm going to draw a little line at an angle. And then, starting right in this space here, I'm going to draw a line that just kind of goes down like this. Now, Godzilla has 3 claws on this hand that we're going to show. So starting right here, I'm going to draw a curved line like this for one claw. Then a curved line like this for another claw. And then I'll just draw one small one right there for his last claw. Now, right here by his tail and kind of by his arm, we're going to draw where his leg would be. We're going to have his leg kind of like pushed up close to his body. So starting right here, I'm just going to draw a little line that kind of curves right to the hand. And then I'm going to jump over this arm and kind of curve it all the way down to here. Then I'm just going to continue this line all the way down to where that leg would be. Now over here I want to draw another hand coming out. So what I'm going to do is, starting right here, I'm just going to draw a small line that comes out, and then I'm going to put a little curve on it where the finger would be. Then I'm going to draw one more right here. And then one more right here. And then I'm just going to bring this back up here. Now, down here, I want to draw where his foot would be. So, starting right here underneath the tail, I'm just going to draw a curved line down like this. And then I'm going to curve this line back, and I'm going to bring it real far back, and then just kind of come right back up here by the tail. Then I'm going to put one more of these little hook shapes on it for where the other toe would be. And that'll work for the foot. So right now we have a very, very basic kind of shape and outline of Godzilla, but we want to add some more details. So, to add some details, first, let's give him a tongue. So right here inside his mouth, let's draw a little curved line that's kind of sticking out that comes back for where his tongue would be. Now let's work on some spikes. So Godzilla has those famous spikes that always glow and everything when he starts to get ready to breathe this fire. So we're going to draw some spikes. Now his spikes, they usually have 3 points on them. So I'm going to start up here, and I'm just going to make a line that goes in like this. And then it's going to go up and then down. And then up and down again for a spike. Then I'm just going to keep continuing this pattern all the way down his body. Now, as I make these, I'm going to make these slowly get bigger as they get to right about here. So I'm just going to slowly make these spikes get bigger and bigger. And you can have these different sizes and everything, different shapes. It's going to look more realistic and a lot more creative if you have them different sizes and everything. So I'm just going to keep making these spikes coming all the way down here. And then after I get to right about here, then I want to start making them a little bit smaller. And I'm just going to continue this all the way down his tail. Now, when I get to about here, what I want to do is I want to actually start putting a few spikes on top of the tail, and then I'll bring them back towards here. So when I get to here, I'm actually going to draw a few of those spikes on his tail like this. And make a few of these like that. Then I'm going to just start putting some more of these out here on his tail and just slowly get smaller as I get down towards the end. So let's continue with some of our details. So over here on the arm, I'm going to make a curved line like this, leave a little bit of space there. And then I'm going to put a few more little curved lines like that. On the ends of his claws, I'm going to put a curved line on the end of each one just to show where his claws would be. Then, starting up here by his neck and where his chin would be, I'm going to make a little bit of like an angled line that just kind of comes down right about towards his arm, just to show some different details and whatnot. Then I might throw another one of those little zigzag shaped lines coming down here by his neck. Now, Godzilla's going to have lots and lots of little details and different things on him with like scales and patterns and lines and different things. So here's some different things you can do. On places like the arms and everything, you can draw some like different shaped lines that are kind of broken in different sizes. Like this, just kind of add some detail and texture. Then I might throw some more on the legs too. Now, he has lots of different scale patterns on here. So what I want to do is I'm just going to make some of these different oval shapes all the way around his body. And these will just show where there are some different bumps and scales and different things. Put some down by his tail too. Now, coming back up by his face, some different things we can add. I might want to make this line a little bit longer. And then I'm going to put another line underneath his eye like this. Now, over here by his chin, or excuse me, by his jaw, I'm going to put just some little circles and stuff just to show where there's some little scale patterns and different things. You can add a few extra lines onto his mouth. You know, Godzilla's an old creature, so he's got lots of scars and different things from his different battles. Might throw a few more down here. Now, I can throw some more designs on here on the body. I can throw a few more of these broken lines and whatnot just to show some different textures. You can make these going all the way down the tail. Kind of skip over all the spikes. Just like that. Now, on the spikes, I actually like to add a few extra lines and different patterns and different sizes just to show a little bit of detail on the spikes. some different things like that. Now, I'm going to add a few of these kind of like rectangular shapes that are kind of broken up and in different sizes and different areas on his kind of chest and belly area. Just to show that he's got a lot of big scale patterns on there. Make them get a little bit smaller as they move up towards the neck. And then also over here, I'm going to draw some of these little kind of curved lines right here. They almost kind of look like gills, what he might use to breathe underwater. Then, by these zigzag lines, I'm just going to make some small broken lines underneath them just to show where there are some spikes and stuff. And then I'm going to make a small little oval up here and then draw a little line around it just to show where his ear would be. Then I might add another line right around here just to show a little bit more detail and stuff on Godzilla. Now, down by his foot, I'm going to make a little curved line like this, another curved line over here just to show where the claws of his toe is. Then I'm going to take this line where the leg is and just kind of curve it down a little bit more and add a few more little lines around there. And that's basically it. There is your drawing of Godzilla from King of the Monsters. Now, when I start coloring this, you're going to see that I'm going to add some more details and stuff in here just with, some different color markers and just some things that you can do with texture and whatnot. So feel free to pause your video or slow it down just so you can kind of see some of the different ideas and stuff and different ways you can add texture on there. So keep those comments coming, guys, and I'll try to get as many drawings done as I can. Look forward to a couple more Godzilla-themed drawings before the week's end. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoy.